What's up, my friends? Happy November 23rd, and welcome to Master MicroStrategy, where we work on mastering the genius that is Michael Saylor 7 days a week. And wow, we've got a lot of things to talk about today. I know it's the weekend, but things are happening. If you can kind of picture Michael Saylor's finger over the buy now button on Bitcoin, that's what I'm picturing at least. I think it's going to happen for reasons that we'll discuss. But as always, my friends, this is not financial advice. Please consult a financial professional before making any financial decisions. This is just my opinion, news, updates, sharing some cool things. And as you can see right here in the tracker, the stock price closed on Friday at $421. It is up pretty decently in the post market, but of course that can change. A lot can change over the weekend. So that is what it is. The S&P 500 ranking is 106 out of 500, so it increased 7 places. The Bitcoin price, it just can't seem to quite get to 100K. Let's put out good vibes that this weekend is going to be the weekend. Time will tell. Let's see. The Bitcoin balance is 331,200 for MicroStrategy. I think come Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, we'll see that bump by quite a bit. I'm going to put out there in the universe, it's going to be over 400,000 Bitcoin. Sounds crazy, I know, but believe me, it could happen. Let's see. The Bitcoin value per share is at $145, and the premium is 2.897. That's the NAV premium. I did bring up this below chart because I think this is a cool one just to see that even with the most recent retracement that you see here, and then of course the little bounce back. Um, I mean, where's the competition? There is no competition. This is the S&P, Bitcoin, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta, Tesla. None of them hold a candle to what MS is. Look at this MSTRs. It's out of the screen. So exciting times ahead, my friends. Like I said, there's going to be fantastic days. There's going to be pullback days and everything in between. Let's get on some news. So again, I just pulled out a Wall Street Journal article yesterday. Today it's Barron's. It's crazy to see like what media is covering this, even if they're still clueless, it's still the masses are reading these. So at least the name is getting out there in a pretty crazy and really exciting way. A banana on Wall Street, Bitcoin climbs, and MicroStrategy soars. What can go wrong? And they kind of go through the exuberance about Wall Street. And of course, they bring up Black Monday, which are about crashes and all these different things. And hey, that's what traditional media does. But the key thing is I want to pull out of here that I wanted to pass along to you who's watching this is these are huge media outlets. They're being read by millions of people. And it's just getting the name MicroStrategy into their mind, into their conscious and subconscious. That's what we're excited about. Yahoo Finance says a banana on Wall Street, Bitcoin climbs, and MicroStrategy soars. What can go wrong? You can just see again, this is just kind of repurposed from Barron's. So that's why, when Barron's posts something, all these other outlets pick it up and they just literally copy and paste. And that's just what's going on here. So just wanted to kind of bring up like why it's powerful when the big media is right about stuff, because then all the other outlets just kind of jump in the copy boat. Let's start with this tweet right here, which I love. It's from the Bitcoin Therapist. I love following this guy. He just is an all-time great. I love how he wrote or he posted one of Michael Saylor's tweets about how on July 3rd, 2002, MicroStrategy fell to 42 cents. Yesterday it closed at $421.88. Never, never, never give up. I mean, come on. This is why there's a picture of the GOAT, greatest of all time. The next one I did want to jump into was this tab. Or this tweet, I should say, is from Matthew. I believe it's Racore. Maybe it's Racore. MSTR is the most profitable company in the world with a forward PE of less than 1. Here are the numbers: $500 million of profit per day, a day per Saylor. 20 trading days a month equals $10 billion a month. And that $10 billion a month times 12 is $120 billion a year in forward earnings. Apple's earnings is $94 billion. The market cap is $3.4 trillion. Microsoft is $90 billion with a market cap of $3 trillion. MSTR's market cap is $95 billion. What if we got up to the market cap of these 3 trillions? Think about that. That's insane. That's like a 30x. So MSTR for PE is less than 1 at about 0.8. So you can buy the most profitable company in the world right now at a forward PE, price to earnings, of 0.8. And again, the comments below are just great as well. There's so many good things that you can get out of the comments of these tweets that just add to the value of what you're consuming here. The next post I wanted to share was, this is pretty cool. They are promoting MSTR stocks, the stock price, across 18 digital billboards in Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. I mean, this is literally what people are seeing. They're just seeing MicroStrategy. They're seeing the stock price. And by the way, when they're driving by this every day and it's at 444 and then 501 and then 575 and then 681 and then 720, they're going to remember that number's going up. They're going to be like, wait, the Bitcoin treasury company? Let me learn more. I mean, this is just super cool and a great way of getting the word out in a lot of ways. Let's go to the next tweet here. Back to the Bitcoin therapist, TradFi, traditional finance, they can't wrap their head around MSTR. It's likely because they still don't understand Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin in a publicly traded company, and now they're even more confused. People are going to get left behind. You can't make them understand. I will pray for them, and we will all pray for them, my friends, because if you're watching this, you're getting one step closer, like I'm getting one step closer every single day to understanding and comprehending, and then, of course, maximizing the genius that is Michael Saylor and that is MicroStrategy. This is what I wanted to share as well. If this is true, all my models will be destroyed. Now, what is he talking about? Tim Kotzman, who is a great follow by the way as well, his prediction that MSTR, their $21 billion ATM at the market offering, it's fully tapped out before close of market on Wednesday, November 22nd of 2024. That will be insane. That was a 3-year target of theirs, and they will have closed it in like a month, less than a month. I think the earnings report came out like in early November. Absolute in freaking sanity, my friends. And this is something that's been talked about a lot as well that is interesting. The Thanksgiving effect. Think about the Thanksgiving effect. People are going to go home, and what are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about the fact that their MicroStrategy is through the flipping roof. Forget about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's amazing. Bitcoin's perfect money. Bitcoin is a reason why MicroStrategy is amazing. But Michael Saylor has been able to use the amazingness of Bitcoin in an amazing way to, again, make it a good addition to your hopefully strong Bitcoin portfolio. I love Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin in cold storage. I want it in cold storage. I want it there. It's pristine money. It's perfect money. And now what Michael Saylor is able to offer the world as a Bitcoin treasury, having over 330,000 Bitcoin, hopefully over 400,000 this coming week, is absolutely mind-boggling. Like we saw yesterday with the insurance companies coming in for the convertible notes at 500 million was what Allianz came in at, and they're just going to lead the way for all. There's thousands of insurance companies in the world that will follow that lead, and that's just an insurance company. Think about banks. Think about all the other companies that are out there with huge piles of cash that's just dripping and melting away like a ice cube on a warm Puerto Rico day. I mean, think about that. Let's go to this next tweet right here. We already actually saw that one. So I wanted to go to a clip right here. This is the tab I wanted to share. And so I'm just going to hit play on this. And I really hope, again, you just kind of consume Michael Saylor's words because they're absolute genius.
Is here with us this morning. And I'd love for you, if you could, it's great to see you. Bitcoin's been a wild run, and boy, have you been right. But I'd love for you to respond to this report.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people don't understand our core business. We're a Bitcoin treasury company. We're powered by a Bitcoin reactor. We've got $35 billion of Bitcoin, and it's spinning at 100 vol. So the way we make money is we're selling the volatility and recycling it back into Bitcoin. And we're also stripping the volatility and the risk and the performance off of fixed income securities. And we're transferring that to the common stock. So our common stock is delivering 2x Bitcoin, 2x vol. So Andrew, if you want to understand the economics of this, we generate a spread. The BTC spread we generate, it's a function of the equity premium, the convert premium, and the Bitcoin premium. The Bitcoin premium is the ARR Bitcoin versus the US dollar. 2 weeks ago, we did 4.6 billion of an ATM. We ran it at a 70% spread. That means we made about a $3 billion BTC gain in 5 days. That would be about $12.50 a share. But over 10 years, that's $36 billion, or about $150 a share just on that 1 week. This week, we did a convertible bond, $3 billion at an 80% BTC spread. That's a $2.4 billion gain. That's about $10 a share. But over 10 years, that's $125 a share to the shareholders. I think that the thesis of the shorts is if the premium in the equity disappears, we can't make money. What they miss is that when we actually borrow money at 6% and we invest it in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes up 30%, and by the way, Bitcoin's going up 60%, we're getting a 90% BTC spread, but it would be 80% BTC spread, which means the $3 billion fixed income raise in preferreds or bonds generates the same $125 a share and $30 billion over 10 years. So once you understand that, you have a different view of the company.
So what do you say though to those who say there's a risk here, because this is effectively a levered Bitcoin position, and if in fact Bitcoin goes down, this becomes a much more complicated situation?
Yeah, well, the number one risk you take is the existential risk that Bitcoin has an extinction level event and goes to zero immediately tomorrow. But every long investor in MicroStrategy is a Bitcoin maximalist or Bitcoin believer. They've accepted that risk. Once you accept that risk, what do we expect? We expect it's going to go up 29% a year for the next 21 years. It's been going up 60% a year. So the people that are buying the equity are buying the equity because they want 2x Bitcoin, they want 2x vol. And once you accept that idea, you can see, over the last 2 weeks, Andrew, we've generated $5.4 billion in BTC gains. We're making 500 million a day. I'm staring at my screen and we're selling dollar bills for $3, sometimes a million times a minute. And so it's not impossible. I mean, we may very well be the most profitable company in the United States, growing the fastest right now, because there's not many companies that are making $500 million a day doing what they're doing. And so if you don't like Bitcoin, you don't want any piece of it. But if you like Bitcoin, then this is a monster for you.
And there you have it, my friends. You have a monster. It's right there. It's MicroStrategy. I hope you're accumulating shares. I hope you have accumulated shares in the past. And I hope that you are getting one step closer to mastering MicroStrategy, to mastering the genius that is Michael Saylor. This is really exciting stuff. I can't wait in 5-10 years to look back at this time frame and know that that myself, we're consuming this content, that we're on this video today, that we're on this show today, and just knowing, wow, we were so flipping early. Now, remember, this is not financial advice. Consult a financial advisor for any decisions that you make. And please remember, there is no second best.